Today we're going to talk about how to create a stem and leaf plot, and we're going to make two different ones. On a stem and leaf plot, you are able to find multiple pieces of information. You can find all the things we talked about last week, the range, the mean, the median. You can also find the mode. You can find the IQR. So you can find lots of different things from a stem and leaf plot. So we're going to look at different types of peanut butter today. Here we have a table, creamy versus chunky, and the price that each one costs per serving. And this is in pennies. So we're going to first create a stem and leaf plot for the price per serving for each peanut butter type. So I'm going to zoom out just a tad so I can see both of these things. And we're going to start with the creamy. Okay. Now remember, you need to make sure on a stem and leaf that in this case we have a tens and a ones unit place. So our tens is going to be our stem, and then our ones is going to be our leaf. And then we'll always have to have a key. So we're essentially going to be breaking this up, and you can see here that all of these start in the teens. So I don't actually need to put this 0 here because I'm not going to have any leaves that have a stem of 10. So then we can look at our teens. I have 17, I have 14, 16, and 19. And you need to make sure you put them in order from lowest to highest. So I already have my 1, so I'm going to put my 4 because if my key looks like 1 line 4, that equals 14. I can see there's a 14 there. And then I have 6. For the 16, I have two 16s, so I'm going to write two 6s. I need to represent both of them. 7 for 17, and then I'm going to write a 9 for 19 because I can see that in my first 5 numbers, they are 14, 16, 16, 17, and 19 because you're taking that stem and putting it with that leaf each time. The next one is going to have a stem of 10. So here's 20, 21, 22, and 27. And again, I'm marking them off as I go so that I don't forget any of them. And then my last one is going to be 31. So my stem and leaf for my creamy peanut butter, I can see here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I got all of the pieces. We're going to do the same thing on chunky. This one, again, we don't need our 0 because we don't have any in the just the pennies. So in the teens, I have a 16, I have a 17, a 14, and a 17. So we're going to again start with 14, 16. Now I have two 7s this time because I have two 17s. Last time I had two 16s. And I can go to my 20s. So I have a stem of 2. I have 21. 21. Make sure you're putting repeats. 22 because it counts as a piece of data. 23. And then I have my 30s, so I have 0 for 30, and then I have 33. And then you can pick any of those to be your key. So 2/2 is going to be 22. From this information, we can calculate several things. We're going to calculate the mode, the median, and the mean. We could do the other ones, but for our purposes today, we're going to stick with these. So the mode is very easy to see when we look at a stem and leaf because you're looking for those repeats, and I can see here 16. The median, these are kind of in order already. So, because they're really already in lowest to highest, so I can say low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high. And I can see here that I have two medians. I have 19, I have 20. And I know that in between those is 19 and a half. But if we wanted to, we could add them up like we talked about last week and divide by 2. down my 0, 19.5. The mean, we're going to have a little bit more space because we need to add those up like we did last week. So I can say 14, 16, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22, 27, 31. Or you could add it up in the table. So I've got 10, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's this right here, 18, 19, 20. So I've got 20 plus, I've got 2 7s, so that's 14. So 34 and 9 is 43. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And I have 10 of those. So I know when I divide by 10, I'm just moving that decimal. So 20.3. And this is all money. So in Creamy, our mode out of the most common amount, the one that showed up the most was 16. Our middle amount was 19.5 cents, and our average amount was 20.3 cents. So then we can look at our crunchy, or chunky as they call it, and we can see that the mode here, we actually have two modes. We have 17 and 21. If we're going to find the median, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high. Again, I have 2, but it's the same number, so it would just be 21. And then again, we can add them all up. I'm actually going to add these up here. So I can say 2 or 3 and 1 is 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 18, 21, and 7 is 28, and 28 and 6 is 34. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So when we add these up, we have 214 divided by 10, which is 1.4 pennies. So we can see that for the most part, the chunky is a little bit more expensive. In the PDF, I have some practice for you to do, and then there's a PDF answer key, so you can practice one, creating your stem and leaf, and then applying your information. Please let me know if you have any questions.